Hey guys, here to answer your questions from the journal Q&A that I had posted. I'm recording this like a week ahead, but I know by the time I post this, it'll be right at the month mark. So that's why I'm going ahead and doing it today. I'm having kind of like a filming day where I film a bunch. But let's just go ahead and get started. Chunky B asks, what made you start journaling and what types of pens do you like to use? Well, I'll answer the second question first. My favorite type of pen is the Bic Gelocity pen in the medium point. Really, as long as it's medium point, I'm not, super picky. But I've been really liking these lately, so that's why I'm putting these as my favorite pens to use. Because I'll also use ones from Dollar Tree that are medium point. I just prefer medium point. I feel like fine, I have too much of an issue with. And for the first question, I started journaling because in April of 2012, my grandmother's brother, so my uncle, even though he's not my mom's brother, I still said uncle. He was a quadriplegic, which if you don't know what that means, he was numb from neck down. He couldn't feel anything. He was able to use his hands kind of, but they were like this on the bed when he was using them. And I was really close with him. He was someone I could always confide in. Whatever what was on my mind, he wouldn't say it to anybody. And when he passed away, that was kind of a heavy blow to me in that sense. And I went about 5 months keeping everything just bottled up, and I knew that wasn't good for me. So I started journaling start of October, 1st of October that year. And I haven't looked back. It's been one of those things that it's helped keep me sane, really, because with everything that happened in 2013, if you guys don't know, I had 9 surgeries that year. And it's just one of those things that I needed to be able to vent to somebody about it. I had a therapist at the time, but then the office no longer accepted my insurance, so it was, I apologize for the squeaking. So it was definitely very rough in that sense. So that's why I've been journaling since then. This isn't really a question, but I liked the comment. That journaling fangirl Hannah said, I like how you don't feel the need to use actual journals to be able to journal, and that she actually got inspired to do the same. I honestly have just been one of those people where it's like, if it's a notebook and it has lines, I'm gonna use it. It doesn't matter if it's labeled journal or not, you know? Pam Long, which I've seen you comment on a lot of my videos, so hi, said, do you journal daily? Also, do you journal at the same time of the day, like the scheduled time to do it? How much time do you spend doing it, and do you look back at them? I try to journal daily. Right now, I've been writing for 125 consecutive days since I last looked at it, which was last night. So I try to journal daily, as much as I'm able to. It just depends on scheduling and if I get super exhausted, things like that. Do I journal the same time of the day? It varies, but generally for me, it hits right at 5 to 6 p.m. That's the time I usually will journal. Sometimes I go a little later, sometimes I'll go a little earlier, but that's generally the window that I'll start. And how much time I spend doing it, it varies depending on what's been going on that day. Like, I'll spend 30 minutes sometimes, and there are other days that I'll spend 2 to 3 hours. I mean, it just depends. And do I look back at them? Sometimes I do, especially if it's like my more artsy ones. Then I do look back at it. And the last question is from Jezebel Rose, is how do you store your journals and do you let anyone read them? I do not let anybody read them for the simple fact that depending on the person, I could be venting about them, and I don't want them to think that that's how I'm actually feeling about them. So, no to that one. And how do you store your journals? I actually have a video on that. It's in my journaling playlist, so if you want to know how I store them, I've been storing them the exact same since I did that video. So nothing's changed there, I mean. So, but yeah, that's how I store them. But for those who haven't actually seen that video, I have decorative boxes that I keep them in. Like there's 2 that are down here that you see, and then I have one that's under my jewelry armoire that's right here, because I moved it when I was rearranging my room. But there's one under here. But yeah, hopefully that gives you guys a little bit more of an idea about me and my journaling habits. If there's a question that you have for me, you can leave it in the comments and I may do a part 2. But hopefully you enjoy, and I will talk to you guys in another video another time. Bye guys.